Salam alaikum. Welcome to everybody today. It's been a little bit manic, to be honest. We've obviously had a bit of a hectic programme. We've been running sort of 3 programmes within one, sort of targeting sort of 4 tournaments. So we've got we've had a real mixed bag of 17s, 20s and senior national team players. But so far it's just been about sort of, since we've come back from Myanmar, sort of bringing the girls back down to earth, gentling, getting back on humble ground, and more importantly get focused and a disciplined approach to what lies ahead in this tournament. And I just think this tournament's a great opportunity. In my eyes, it's a development tournament. Great opportunity for some young girls to actually show what they can do on the platform which this tournament gives them. So I'm looking forward to it, and obviously we don't take anybody lightly. We respect all our opponents, and we know it won't be easy. Well, there's no complacency in the teams I coach. I make sure they're very grounded and humble and respect opposition. We've got players who play, I know there's a rule, 17s can't play 20s, but 17s can play senior national team. To this day I don't understand it, but it is what it is. I think from our perspective, we are trying, as like most other countries, trying to create a pipeline for players to actually go and represent their respective senior national teams. I think sometimes as a coach, and I think every coach will tell you in this room, that sometimes you have to be brave enough to actually put your neck on the line and play some of these youngsters. It's not easy. Some people like competition for places, some people don't. But I think the most important thing from our perspective is to use this tournament as a grounding, a good grounding, and more importantly, a good development tournament for the AFC under-20s as well. Well, that's not my problem. That's somebody else's problem. At the end of the day, you pick players that are available for that respective age group. There's many under-17s which I would have picked, but I can't pick them because you're not allowed to. So we've got quite a number of players. We'll share the workload. If people don't want to pay their players which are eligible for that tournament, that's their prerogative. I'm not here to question that. I think the most important thing for us is we are India, Bangladesh played out a draw in the final last time, so the joint champions. And I think we would like to maybe go one step further and win the tournament. Winning becomes a habit, but I think the most important thing from our perspective is we want to give a good showing, and we want to give game time to some of the younger players.
I suppose in this squad there is no senior player like a forward like strength.
Sorry?
In this squad there is no senior forward as like Ritu Porna and Adar Tugura and others. But how are you optimistic in your under-20 teams forward line? How are you optimistic?
Well, I think these tournaments like this are great. I've competed in tournaments like this in Africa at the COSAFA, which is very, very similar to SAF, and they're tournaments where it gives people an opportunity, a platform, like I said previously, to actually make a name for themselves, to become the next Rita Pornas, the next Monica Chokmas, etc. So these tournaments are extremely valuable to the growth and the development of the game in Southeast Asia, and similar to the SEA Games, similar to most junior tournaments, where players go out there, gain confidence, gain game time, what they wouldn't necessarily get with their senior national teams. Like I said, I think it all depends on how brave you are as a coach to throw young players into the deep end.
And will be staying on.
I don't really like to single out individuals. I think we've got some really, really talented young players. Players who are really just making, starting their sort of journey. Their perfect, their development journey, so to speak. So I'm sure Sri Lanka, Nepal, all the teams competing are in the same situation. They're here to actually develop. It's not win-win-win at all cost. I don't believe that. I do believe, and I'm sure everybody and most of the rest of the coaches and their staff obviously agree with myself, that it's about developing the young players and giving them game time. Whereas they then can make that progression into the senior national team.
Taking job is significant something other than India.
Obviously, India not being involved takes the shine off the tournament a little bit, but it is what it is. Maybe people have got their eye on the AFC under-20s, but like I said, this tournament is a really important development tournament for all the teams that are actually participating. So I think it's a great opportunity to give players game time, and most importantly, the future stars.
One last question.